This guy is the main reason I don't really take commissions anymore. Now, I mentioned before that I've had problems with artists trying to rope me into collaborations under the pretense of drawing their OCs for fun. But in this case, I actually had a motivation for doing so. In the beginning, his characters were more or less used for Discord RPs, but once Matt realized I had some semblance of actual drawing ability, he started to flesh out his story ideas in hopes of making a graphic novel. Now, he had some idea of how he wanted his characters to look. At first he would send me faceclaim references of existing anime and cartoon characters, which I explained needed to be tweaked at least enough to bypass copyright infringement. Despite knowing I had the ability to draw, he seemed to be ignorant of the fact that I had more or less stopped drawing anime years ago and needed to refresh myself in the drawing of said art style. What's worse is that, since he's a fan of the crappiest anime possible, I actually had to backtrack and draw beneath my abilities to achieve the aesthetics he wanted, such as bad anatomy and sane face. This actually insulted my ego as someone who is a professionally trained artist, and which I admit is pretentious and asinine. But I wouldn't have cared so much if he didn't condescendingly send me tutorial videos or fail to understand how simple things like perspective work. Hell, he actually had the nerve to say that he was paying me in art lessons when I brought up financial compensation. And more specifically about that, I found out later that he had actually conned several people out of unpaid commissions over the years because he didn't think that art was a necessity. And when I pointed out that his mother's scam of a dog grooming business wasn't a necessity either, he reasoned that people paid her for a service and failed to recognize the irony in explanation.